I don't know about you. It was just fucking New Year's Eve. It was just December 31st. You were running to your buddy's house. You had to park around the corner so the cops don't know you're at the friend's house. They couldn't have more than 8 people. And look at us now. We're ending fucking March 31st. We're rolling into fucking April, and we're rocking and rolling. We got a new look. Everybody's happy. Everybody's having a good fucking time. I had a weird week. Let me tell you what's going on. My daughter, listen. Let me talk to you people about something from the heart. I never sat down and watched nothing. A couple of years ago, I went over to a friend's house. Well, not my friend. It's my father-in-law, and he was watching girls softball. He's 70 years old. I'm like, this is the creepiest fucking thing in the world. You're watching girls softball. Who watches fucking girls softball? I got nothing against girls, and I got nothing against softball, but when you're a guy my age, you just don't watch girls softball. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're like, what the fuck is this? So then my daughter gets into softball, right? So I'm like, I got to sit there during the practices, and I'm sitting there looking, and I feel like Johnny Pedophile. It's all a bunch of moms, and it's me on the bleacher by myself. All I need is a rain jacket and the cop will pull over, and I feel like that. So the first week I felt like shit. I'm like, I got to figure something out because I never really watched. In 2006, when I was still doing coke, I went to see my niece play. My niece was a great basketball player. And I went to see her play in Tennessee, and there was a girls' high school game, and I had a good time, but I really didn't think about it. But now, with all the shit that's going on, you feel fucking guilty watching anything, So I'm watching this, last week I'm watching the girls practice, they're all 8 years old, and I'm like, look at the moms, they're looking, even though I'm sitting there, my wife is next to me, I'm like, they're looking at me like I'm a fucking pedophile and shit, watching girls fucking softball. I left there walking like fuck. Any minute now, the cops are going to put the handcuffs on me. Then I went to the second practice, and there was another dad there. So I didn't feel that bad, but again, I felt a little creepy. But then I'm a 60-minute guy, so I watched 60 Minutes on Sunday night. And if you watch 60 Minutes, it was about an old guy that fucking is in the Writers Hall of Fame. This guy wrote a book about Muhammad Ali. He fucking interviewed Muhammad Ali I don't know how many fucking times. He wrote a book about his relationship with Ali and Cosell. He's just a great writer. Wrote articles for Sports Illustrated. A couple of weeks ago, when Tiger Woods got into the accident, they went out to him for him to write the article. And as he got older and got into retirement, he started going, I guess his granddaughter or somebody played for girls basketball. So he started going to all these girls' basketball games, and he said, what am I doing with myself? I should start writing about them. So he created like a column about the girls' basketball team and what they were going through just to give the girls light and whatnot. And I tell you, when I watched that, it made me feel a little bit better. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm not a fucking pedophile sitting over here watching these fucking girls fucking do their thing. So now
you got no bubbles.
Yeah, so now I feel a lot more fucking comfortable, at the games. And well, they haven't played yet, but they're still like in practice. They had a clinic today. They got a clinic tomorrow, which I'm going to go to. Today I couldn't go. Obviously, I'm here with you cocksuckers. But thank you very much for sticking it out with me. Over the last couple months, I have a great habit. God bless me with something good. I like to check in with my friends. I love to check in with them and see how they're doing. And especially during this pandemic, what I did was I made a list of my single friends. And I would call them first to let them know I had their back. And then I would call my married friends. But I would call my comic friends and just to see how they were doing. I'm married. I have a support system here. I have great friends. I have great family members in Jersey. A lot of guys stayed in L.A. A lot of guys moved. And I know the guys that moved are confused as much as I am. They're getting adjusted to new areas. But it was funny, while I was talking to these guys on the phone, I was going, these fucking phone calls are podcasts. These are podcasts. We're not promoting an album. We're not promoting a CD. We're not promoting dates. We're just having phone calls about our deepest, most intimate fucking things here, like what we're going through. This is a podcast. So this is why I started reaching out to all my comedy buddies just to check in. I'm happy you guys are enjoying it, and I'm happy you guys are feeling it, because you could feel that we actually missed each other. Like, these guys and I were tight. We were all tight. At one time, we would see each other once or twice a week. we would give advice to each other on different comedy clubs or whatever. And then one day, the carpet got pulled from us. So I figured these conversations that I have on the phone could be great podcasts. And that's where Zoom came in. And I'm happy you guys are enjoying it. And the Zooms are so special. Like, I hate to explain this to people, and I hate coming off like this. But if you don't have a prior relationship with somebody, I feel the Zooms don't come off right. And I've done 4 Zooms since I've been here, and 3 out of the 4 of them were shitty. And one person I actually knew. The other 2 podcasts I did, I kind of knew the people, but not really, and the Zoom didn't work. With the Zooms I'm giving you, it's people that I actually love and I have a relationship with, and that's why they seem to work, and I haven't seen them. So you're listening to not an interview like in a regular podcast. You're listening to an extended phone call of 2 old friends not seeing each other for 7 months. Today we have another extended phone call. He's a dear friend of mine. I met him when I got off the plane in L.A. when he was at his hottest as an actor. And his mom introduced him to me at the Improv. And I never forgot how much of a gentleman he was to me at that time. And then years later, we reconnected through stand-up, and we became friends. And I love him to death, as crazy as he is. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you Michael Rappaport. Enjoy, cocksuckers. What's happening, you bad motherfucker?
Are we rolling, Joey?
We're rolling, Jack. What's happening?
Everything is good. Hold on. I want to make sure everything is good.
How the fuck are you?
I got the good mic out for you, Joe. I'm not playing games here with these fucking guys.
Good. I'm happy. Great to see you, man.
Good to see you, Joe.
God bless you. What is happening?
Shit, man. There's a lot in nothing. I'm in Los Angeles. I'll give you a Joey Coco Diaz exclusive because I haven't said this publicly, but I'm actually moving back to New York in May. I've always had a place in New York. I've kept a place in New York through my bi-coastalness, but it more so than moving back to New York. I don't have a place in Los Angeles for the first time since, my $325 apartment, which then I moved into when I started doing the movie True Romance because I thought I was rich.